Good morning. This is Dr. McDaniel. I'm a board certified obstetrician gynecologist in New York City, and I'm bringing to you all things health related for women. Thank you for joining me at the corner today. Obviously, I'm not in the office today. It's Saturday, so I'm at the horse farm, and it's a nice day, a little bit breezy, but able to sit outside without any regrets. I guess sometimes it's regretful when it's too hot, and other times when it's too breezy. So we're doing pretty well today. So let's see. As the title indicates, I'm speaking about apple cider vinegar today, and it's just because I have some ladies in the hormonal program, the weight loss program that I have been running. And I emphasized in taking apple cider vinegar and different ways to include it in your diet. So I figured I would just include some of that information on the Facebook, the YouTube, the podcast today. So I'm just going to add my little 2 cents because I know the internet is chock full of information on apple cider vinegar. So there is not a paucity, there's no paucity of information on ACV. I just wanted to add my 2 cents here for the viewers on the platforms that I have, and also because I'm providing this information for the ladies in the weight loss program that I'm running. So let's see. Apple cider vinegar. So we all know just simply from the name that it has apples in it and it has vinegar in it. So that's pretty obvious. The way it's made, you can actually make apple cider vinegar at home. Why you would is really just if you like kind of doing things like that from scratch, because it's really fairly inexpensive to just buy it already made. Unfiltered, unpasteurized, of course, is the best route. From the health food store, from the grocery store, because a lot of just regular grocery stores carry it now. But all you do is you crush up apples and you add a yeast to them, you let them ferment, and then once it's fermented, you add a bacteria, which is what they call the mother. You add the bacteria, and the bacteria allows that fermented apples, because obviously fermented apples is how they make hard cider, apple cider, like Magners or something. And then you add the mother, which is a bacterial component, which will turn that fermented apples, or the alcoholic apples is really what you have, the alcoholic apple cider, it'll turn that into acetic acid. And apple cider vinegar has its strong kind of tangy smell and tangy taste due to the acetic acid that's in it. So about 3 to 5% of the apple cider vinegar is the acetic acid. And that's what gives it its health properties, because it's basically a prebiotic is what it is. So it's actually kind of both. It's a prebiotic and it's a probiotic if it's unpasteurized and unfiltered, because it provides some of the good bacteria for the intestinal system or the microbiome, but it also helps to feed and support that bacterial component or the microbiome of the intestinal system. So it does double duty. And because it's fermented, we know from other fermented foods and other fermented products that it also is highly anti-inflammatory. It's an antioxidant. It has polyphenols, which I discussed in a whole separate presentation on exactly what polyphenols are and flavonoids. So it's a very, very healthy dietary component to add on a daily basis. Now, there are a long list, and just so I don't forget, I wrote out the list. There's a long list of proposed beneficial aspects of apple cider vinegar. And that list includes, well, I'm going to preface it by saying that the majority of these are actually founded by research and science. Some of them are small studies, but it still confirms the findings. So this isn't just an old wives' tale. And apple cider vinegar has been used for health benefits for over 1,000 years, apparently, in a lot of the literature. So it helps you to lose weight. That's why I have it in the program, the hormonal weight loss solution. It helps you to lose weight. It improves insulin sensitivity. It helps you to feel full longer and satiated longer than if you had not ingested it. It also kills bacteria. It lowers cholesterol. It lowers the LDL, which is the low density cholesterol, and it actually helps to improve or to augment or to increase HDL, which is the high density lipoprotein. So it improves the good cholesterol and it suppresses the bad cholesterol. It improves heart health because of that, and because it also helps to decrease or to improve blood pressure. So it decreases hypertension. It reduces belly fat, of course, and that's really through the activity of increasing insulin sensitivity. It's also been proven to decrease cancer risk because in studies it decreases tumor growth or cancer growth. So it impedes the proliferation and the spread of cancer once it's formed. As I said, it contains antioxidants. It reduces bloating. It reduces heartburn or reflux disorder. Also helps improve hair health and skin. It decreases acne if it's diluted and applied directly to the skin. And I think that's the long and short of it, but that's a lot of things that it does. So just to touch on a few of them, as far as the high blood pressure goes, it actually helps to act on the kidneys, a specific hormone in the kidneys called renin. And renin is a hormone that helps to manipulate the vasculature tightening, constriction, or opening, dilatation. So when the blood vessels are constricted or tightened, the blood pressure will go up. When they're dilated or more open, the blood pressure will drop. So it helps to improve the dilatation, or it helps to support vascular dilatation or the widening, so it helps to decrease the blood pressure. It helps with a lot of digestion issues, predominantly because it is acidic, so it helps to maintain the acidity of the stomach so that the foods that we're ingesting can be broken down into the micronutrients that are necessary for our health, our nutrition, and also because it allows for it to be easily digested. That's why it helps with heartburn, reflux, and it helps decrease bloating because of those, and it helps decrease digestion issues. Also, because it's a pre and probiotic, it helps improve the absorption of our food intake, our nutritional intake in the large and the small intestine. You can also use it after you shampoo. So a lot of people, after they shampoo, they'll do a cold water with apple cider vinegar rinse to help seal the cuticles and increase the strength of the hair, decrease frizzing of the hair, and to improve the shininess of the hair. You can also dilute it because it's an antibacterial, antifungal. You can dilute it and apply it on cotton balls on the skin to help decrease acne. It's also been used to help decrease eczema. And then obviously for weight loss, I shouldn't say obviously, but because I said it earlier, it's obviously for weight loss, you can ingest the apple cider vinegar, diluted of course, or on foods. You can use it as a salad dressing. So in taking the apple cider vinegar, obviously it helps decrease bloating. It also increases the satiety hormone, so it increases leptin, and it increases insulin sensitivity, so it helps suppress insulin, and when insulin is high, it's difficult to lose weight. So those are really some of the major benefits of intaking apple cider vinegar. And as I mentioned earlier, it helps, at least in studies, to help decrease cancer growth because it decreases tumor actual proliferation of the tumors, and because it is an anti-inflammatory antioxidant, it helps to decrease carcinogenesis or tumor production. All of the antioxidants, anti-inflammatories help to decrease promotion of cancer cells. So I hope that's been helpful information. Just a little shout out about the ACV or apple cider vinegar. Now the only catch is you're not supposed to take that just raw or straight shot. And that's because it is highly acidic, and it has been shown multiple episodes where people have had erosion of their esophagus or their stomach liner. If you have erosion of your esophagus, you can hemorrhage and you can actually die from that. And there have been people who have died from, excuse me, allergies today, from esophageal rupture. So it can be very dangerous to take the apple cider vinegar just by itself straight, and it can actually cause ulceration to the stomach. So you are definitely supposed to dilute it. You can dilute it however you want. You can dilute it with water, tea, fruit juices, vegetable juices. You can dilute it by making it as a salad dressing, putting it on your salad, or incorporating it in your foods after they've been cooked. You don't want to cook it actually, because high temperatures will decrease the beneficial effects from the live cultures that it contains. But and that being said, ideally 1 to 2 tablespoons a day is perfect. And especially if you have it before a meal. And I was going to add also, if you put it on your skin, don't put it directly on the skin, because it can actually cause burns on the skin. So even if you're applying it for acne or for like a sunburn or something to soothe, you want to just put like a tablespoon or a teaspoon in at least 16 ounces of water and apply it to the skin diluted like that. So I hope that's been helpful information on my 2 cents on apple cider vinegar, its benefits, its uses. Thanks for joining me. If you enjoy the content on GYN Corner, please hit the like, subscribe, follow buttons, and hit that bell so you get the notifications. Have a great rest of your day. If you're watching this on the weekend, have an awesome weekend. I'll give you a little tour of Voom. That's the background. I'm hanging out here